Hello everyone. So now that we have seen the distribution for discrete for two random variables, we are moving to the continuous case. And this question is the joint distribution for continuous random variables x and y are given by f of x comma y 10x y square for the region before moving further. I'll I have a request, or you can say that it is a requirement that you should know the multiple integral. At least you should know the double integral for a region or for a function or defined for a region, right? And if you don't know, please refer to the double integral. There will be other videos on that, right? So first of all, we'll have to see, or we'll have to check the region for which we are going to integrate this. This says that x is going to be 0 or less than y, right? Can we write this otherwise as x is going to be greater than 0 or less than y, and y is going to be less than 1 and greater than what? It has to be greater than x, and what is the maximum value for minimum value for x? It is 0, right? So let's see this. X is equal to, this is x equal to 0. So this is the line x is equal to 0. The next is x is equal to y. So let's say this is the line x is equal to y. Next is y is equal to 0. So this is the line y is equal to 0. And next is y is equal to 1. So y is equal to 1. Let's say this is the line y is equal to 1. So what is the region? Which region is actually enclosed here? It is this region, right? This line is there, x equal to 0, x is equal to y equal to 1. So all three lines are defined here, and this is the region we are enclosing. I'm writing it R. This means in case we are finding any values, we'll have to take care of this region. So let's say the first case is finding the cumulative distribution function for minus infinity to infinity, minus infinity to infinity, f of x comma y dx dy equal to 1. We have to check this, right? So now that I understand that, I take it like you understand the double integral. We are going to take this, that first we are integrating in terms of dx. So if we are integrating in terms of dx, you need to take a you need to take a horizontal element. Let's say this is the horizontal element. If this is the horizontal element, this is the starting point or lower limit, and this is the end point or upper limit, right? So where does this starting point lies or the lower limit lies? It lies on the point x is equal to 0. And where does this end point lie? It lies on the line x is equal to y. And what is this f of xy? This is 10x square. So I'll write 10x y square integration 0 to y. This is x is equal to 0 to y. And then this is of course dx, and after that dy. So we'll check for dx and dy also. So now this is the horizontal element required for the dx integration, and what region this element is defined? This element starts from here, then here, then here, so on, up to up to this value. And what is this value? This is y equal to 0 and starts from here. What is this value? Y equal to 0. That means y has a limit of 0 to 1 and x has a limit of 0 to y, right? Y has the limit of 0 to 1 and x has the limit of 0 to y. So that's it. We'll have to do this double integration and we'll get the value. So the first integration of 10xy square will be 10xy square will become 5x square y square, right? I'm directly writing it. This will be 5x square y square. The limits are 0 to y, and then we'll have to integrate this for dy. The limits are 0 to 1. So if you put 0, this will become 0. If you put y, it will become 5y to the power of 4. So this is 5y to the power of 4 integration in terms of y 0 to 1. This becomes 5. This becomes y to the power of 5 limits 0 to 1, and this will be simply 1. Right? So the cumulative distribution function over the entire region will be 1. We have seen this, and we are actually getting this also. So first part is done. Let's say second part says we have to find marginal probability of x and y. So let's start with the first one, f of x for x. Now if we have to find the marginal probability for x, we should integrate the f of xy for the y. So f of x comma y dy, the limits are minus infinity to infinity, right? But we will have to make sure that we are in the region in which this is defined. Fine. So what is the region it is defined? It is defined in this region. And when you are integrating in terms of y, you will have to take the vertical element. So this vertical element, let's say this is the vertical element, right? This is the vertical element. So this vertical element is going to have the lower limit on this line and upper limit on this line. This is y is equal to x. Instead of writing x is equal to y, I'll write y is equal to x, and this is y is equal to 1. So that means the lower limit and upper limit for y is going to be y is equal to x to y is equal to 1, and the function is of course 10x y square dy. So we can integrate this. 10x y square will become 10 by 3 x y cube. The limits are x and 1. This will give you f of x equal to 10 by 3 x minus x to the power of 4. We have to substitute this, that's it. But let me draw it here only. Why to go back to that page? Now that you took this vertical element for integration of dy, and you said the y will have a limit of x to 1. What about the definition of x? What is the region for this x? This x will be defined. This element is defined from this point to this point, right? And this is x is equal to 1, and this is x is equal to 0. So this means the limits for x is going to be between 0 to 1. So this function is defined for the case of 0 x 1, that is the region R, and it will be 0 otherwise. So apart from putting the values of y, we have to also clarify that this function is defined in this region R we were talking about, right? If in case the value exceeds, it will be out of this region, so we don't want that. Secondly, so this was the marginal probability of X. Similarly, we can find the marginal probability of Y, which will be f of y, and we will have to integrate from minus infinity to infinity the function of x comma y in terms of x. Now again I am drawing the same, this is the region, right? So in this case this is of course x equal to 1, y equal to 1, x is equal to 0, x is equal to y. So now we have to integrate this in terms of dx. Dx means we'll have to take horizontal element, and if we are taking the horizontal element, the lower limit lies on x equal to 0 and upper limit lies on x is equal to y. So that means we have to integrate this from x equal to 0 to x is equal to y, and the function obviously is 10xy square dx. This will be 5x square y square. The limits are 0 to y. So the marginal probability of y will be, integrating this we'll get that it is going to be, while you put y, this will become y to the power 5 into y to the power of 4. So this is 5y to the power of 4. But what is the limit for y? Check this. This horizontal element is defined from this limit to this limit, because it will start from here, then this and this and so on up to here. So that means y has to be between 0 and 1, and it is 0 otherwise. So that is the region R, right? So this is the marginal probability. Now we can go for conditional probability. Now that we know the marginal probability, it will be very easier. So let's see the third one, conditional probability. Function for x given y is equal to some value, y is equal to some value y. Of course, when it is y equal to small y, the division is with the marginal probability of y, and this is going to be nothing but f of x comma y. Very simple. Now we know this value, marginal probability, we have just found y 5 into y to the power 4, and we know this value as 10xy square given in the question. So this is 10xy square, and we found it right back, which was 5y to the power of 4, making sure, so this becomes 2x by y square. But what is more important is the region. When you were finding the marginal probability for y, we had this condition that x is between 0 to y and y is between 0 to 1. So this condition will still be valid here, and it is 0 otherwise. Similarly, if we have to find the conditional probability for y given x is equal to x, this is going to be f of x comma y divided by the marginal probability that x is equal to x. So this is x is equal to small x, and we know this expression, we found it 10 by 3 x minus x to the power of 4, and this is already in the question, 10xy square. So this gives the expression of conditional probability 3y square by 1 minus x cube. While finding the marginal probability for x, the condition we had was that y should be greater than x and should be less than 1, and x can be between 0 to 1. It is going to be 0 otherwise, right? So we have found the conditional probability also. Let me put it into some values and you'll be very clear about it. So let's say we need to find probability that x will be less than 1 by 4. What can we do? In the very simple manner, we can integrate the marginal probability of x up to this value 1 by 4. But we'll also have to check the conditions given. Integrate this up to x. So let's see, this density function, marginal density for x was defined as this value, and x had to be between 0 to 1. So x have to be between 0 to 1, and now that we are finding up to 1 by 4, that means lower limit can be taken as 0, right? So this is integration from 0 to 1 by 4, 10 by 3 x minus x to the power 4 dx. This is very simple single variable integration which you can do, of course. And this is going to be, I'm writing the limits, 10 by 3 x square by 2 minus x to the power 5 by 5. The limits are 0 to 1 by 4, and this value will be 0.1035. We're not solving it, we know this. And of course, this is just one step we have already mentioned. Let's see, the second part is probability that y is greater than 1 by 2. Now the concern is, again, we'll have to integrate this marginal probability of y, of course in terms of y, with the limits. So let's see what was this marginal probability of y. Marginal probability of y was 5y to the power of 4, and the condition is that y should lie between 0 and 1. So no problem. You can write it 5y to the power 4 integration up, it is greater than 1 by 2. So the region was 0 to 1. So the lower limit will be 1 by 2 and upper limit will be 1 dy. So it is y to the power 5, the limits are 1 by 2 and 1. This is going to be 0.9687. Fine. Let's see two more and then we will be done about this on this. So this was marginal, and we found the distribution from the marginal probability. The next one is, let's say, probability that x is less than half given y is 1 by 2. So let's move to the conditional probability given y is equal to something. Conditional probability of x given y is something. Conditional probability of x given y is equal to something. What is this? 2x by y square. And what is the limit? X has a limit 0 to y and y has the limit 0 to 1. Of course, we will still stick to this condition, right? We'll have to stick to the same condition. So this is 2x by y square. So let's do this. This will be 2x y square, and the value is for x. So what we can do is we can integrate and condition like let's put it here itself. Now that 2x, we know that f of x given y is equal to y, this is capital Y, is given by 2xy square. So this y is nothing but 1 by 2 here. So let's directly put it here. This is going to be 1 by 2 square. So 1 by 2 square will become 1 by 2 ka square. So this is the f of x given y is equal to 1 by 2. Right? Of course, this is y, this is x. Understood. So this is going to be 8x and the region is still same. So for x being less than 1 by 2, the region of limit integration will be from 0 to 1 by 2. So this probability I'm writing just p, will be integration 0 to half 8x in terms of x, which is 4x square, the limit 0 to 1 by 2, which is 1. The second one is, the fourth one is, we'll write it in the next page. Next one is probability that y is less than 1 by 2 given that x is equal to 1 by 4. So that means it is the conditional probability of y given x is something. Conditional probability of y given x is something. So this is 3y square by 1 minus x cube, and x has to y has to be greater than x and less than 1. So what is the value of x in this case? It is 1 by 4. That means y can be greater than, has to be greater than 1 by 4 and less than 1. So we'll write this expression 3y square by 1 minus x cube. So this is, first of all, y given x is 3y square by 1 minus x cube, and what is x? This is 1 by 4. So we shall directly put the value 1 minus x cube 1 by 4 ka cube, and this will be 64 by 21 y square. The limit for y is, it should be greater than x and it should be less than 1. So what is the value of x? X is 1 by 4. So I'm writing the integration should be greater than 4 and less than. So what is the condition for less than? Less than is 1 by 2. Why did we change this to this? Because x has a constant value. X is equal to 1 by 4 here. So we are putting this. And it is valid up to y equal to 1. But we want to find up to y is equal to 1 by 2. So we are changing this y to up to 1 by 2 and starting with the x. So x is already given. So it is 1 by 4. That means this probability will be integration of 64 by 21 y square from 1 by 4 to 1 by 2 dy. So this is simple. 64 by, it can be written as 63. This is y cube. The limits 1 by 4 and 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 9. That's it. So this is how we can do it. Just go through the entire question once again and you'll understand it. I've tried to make it very clear, and we have splitted it in steps, whether you are finding marginal, whether you are finding conditional, and whether you are trying to find the region for the double integral, which is very important. And if it is not clear, you should check the multiple integral video in the calculus topic, right? Okay, then we'll keep it till here and then we'll check the next question.